Welcome back everyone to Web3 Coffee. I'm Agustia, and today we're brewing up a particularly big one, and that is the approval of the Ethereum ETF applications. But before we dive into that, let's look at a quick recap of this week's crypto news. In terms of crypto news, we definitely see the meme coin market continuing to heat up, including a potential scam with the Caitlyn Jenner backed coin. We also saw PayPal and Ripple announce their moves into the stablecoin space. And most exciting, I think, is that during consensus, the New York Stock Exchange president says that New York Stock Exchange would consider crypto trading if the regulatory picture was clearer. All right, so on to the main meat of today's show, which is the Ethereum ETF. Now, as a quick recap, even though we discussed this in the Bitcoin ETF episode, let's just go over what an ETF is, and that is an exchange-traded fund, which allows investors to buy shares that represent underlying assets, in this case, Ethereum. What this means is that you can invest in Ethereum without directly buying or managing the cryptocurrency itself, including all the complexities of having a cryptocurrency wallet. So why is this a big deal? Well, for starters, it means that Ethereum is now available to a broader audience of investors. Those who might be wary of direct crypto purchases can now join in through this ETF. But I think more importantly, this acceptance also signals an increasing regulatory acceptance of cryptocurrencies. This is a thought that's been echoed by several politicians who've gone on talk shows on crypto this week, including Laura Shin's Unchained. Now, what does this mean for the Ethereum market? Well, historically, similar moves in the past, like the Bitcoin ETF's approval, have led to price surges as new capital floods in. What's important to think about here is that the entire market was pretty sure that the Ethereum ETF would be rejected. And so it's hard to imagine that the Ethereum ETF's approval was really priced in beforehand. I think that's why we saw a much larger price jump in Ethereum than we did with Bitcoin when the Bitcoin ETF was approved. What this will lead to down the line is definitely a little bit of increased volatility in the short term, but in the longer term, higher liquidity and a greater amount of investor interest. I think it's important to mention here that it doesn't seem like it's going to be all smooth sailing ahead. Regulatory hurdles and market dynamics will continue to pose challenges. Two areas that I think are particularly important and are currently hot topics in the community are as follows. One, it seems that the benefits of staking your Ethereum will not be passed on to those that purchase shares in an ETF. I'm hoping this changes in the future because one of the big benefits of owning Ethereum is the native yield you can get on the asset. I think another major topic that a lot of people are discussing is around decentralization. As institutional capital is able to flow into Ethereum at a much larger level than ever before, we may see more centralized holders of large amounts of Ethereum, and this could lead to less decentralization. That's it for today's episode. Whether you're bullish or bearish on this news, one thing is for sure, crypto is continuing to make waves. Please don't forget to like, share, and hit that bell icon for more updates. And until next time, keep your investments smart and your coffee strong.